Hey guys, Likey here, back with another video in a while. I know it has been a while. It's because I was kind of tilted on ladder, and also I had a lot of schoolwork, so I just wasn't up to making a video. But I have a long break that started today, so hopefully we can get daily uploads for 11 days or so. So that should be really good. But this time it's just going to be a quick 5800 ladder update. Now the thing is, I actually tilted really hard, from my 5500 video where I was top 1000, then I tilted down to 5200 and was there for so long. It was so frustrating because when your only deck is Giant Three Musketeers, you get hard countered so hard, in a certain range that it's just so difficult. But I painstakingly pushed 600 trophies today to 5800. It landed at exactly 5800, which looks really good, so I'm kind of happy that happened. As you can see, it's around place 1500, but because it's at the very bottom of 5800, and a lot of people just kind of stay at 5800, one win will probably go up by 400 places or so. So I'm definitely pretty happy about getting 5800. So we're just going to look at the last two replays here. I just threw a match in a grand challenge because I wanted to do the new challenge basically. But let's look here at this first one, which is against Golem, and I also have one against Pekka. So not really hard matchups. Golem and Pekka, pretty easy matchups to be honest. Most things are pretty easy matchups in this meta, so I didn't really have too much of a problem pushing today. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. I'm still going to be trying to go very high, just trying not to tilt, because that's my biggest enemy right now. So here we go. He plays his log, so I'm just kind of trying to cycle to a pump. So I just decided to go with a Battle Ram Goblin Gang to see what he has. And he leaves himself at a huge elixir deficit here. And I'm to my pump, so I can pump up. I have a huge elixir lead, basically. It's looking pretty good, and I believe I just pump up here. I was just trying to cycle to my pump, basically. And yeah, I set up a pump, so then I think he decides to golem. Yeah, so when someone golems, you basically just kill them. You can go with ram and any kind of spam, giant and any kind of spam. Literally, whatever you have, just chuck it at the bridge. And you're bound to get value. So as you can see there, he used his baby dragon on the bat. So I could go Three Musketeers in the back, but then he'd get value poisoning it with my pump. Or I don't know, he has a heavy spell, but if he does, which he might, so there's always a risk. I don't want to run the risk of him poisoning it. And he wasted his baby dragon, so I just decided to take out the Night Witch with a minion horde, and that was a very value play. So now I just set up another pump because I'm at elixir lead again, and he decides to poison again. So, yeah, basically I'm looking very good because now that he poisoned, I'm in a pretty good place to defend with Three Musketeers if he attacks. I go in with a Battle Ram Bats, and he just has no good answers, so he does the right thing as the Golem player, and he just completely ignores it. So I know his poison's out of hand, and I just go in with Three Musketeers. He decides to go in with a Golem there, which is a pretty good play going on that side, because I don't really want to go right for the 3-crown because the angle's kind of bad, so I think I throw my Giant in the center, so that way it's tanking for both the 2 Musketeers and the 1 Musketeer, but he plays a pretty nice defense on that 1 Musketeer, and he's able to take out my minion horde as well. So at this point, I'm thinking I'm probably going to lose this tower here. So I can just do the best I can to mitigate him from the 3-crown, and I can set up a defensive 3 Musketeers in the back. That way basically I have a counter push after I defend here. I just don't want him to 3-crown. So when I decide I'm already losing the tower, I don't try to overcommit and defend that tower. I just defend the 3-crown. And he gets a pretty good poison here, so I'm thinking, what should I do? Should I heal up? I mean, not heal up, should I pump up? Should I do something like that? And basically, not really, because I want to keep the pressure up, since as soon as he gets, a good golem, that's it, basically. So, here we go. So, basically, he logged, so I just rushed, and basically, all I'm doing is rushing. That's my primary goal. So, I see he dropped a golem back there. So I drop my 2 Musketeers on the side I want to attack so that I can take that out. And at this point, it's just a race to see who can get the second tower first. So he decides to poison, but I just go all in. I'm like, I need this tower now. So I see he wastes his log. I go in with a Goblin Gang. I go in with, like, I think a Battle Ram, yeah. I just rush him with everything I have, and I end up getting that tower first, because when he has that Golem down, that 8 elixir investment, it's kind of hard for him to defend all of the spam in the center. So pretty easy matchup, and pretty clean match, so that's fine. And let's go to this one here, which is against a Pekka deck. It has Poison, which is pretty easy. Poison's generally pretty easy to beat. But it does have Tornado, so he can pull my 3 Musketeers into one lane and then poison them, which can be annoying. So, basically, I'm just going to show you guys what I'm doing here. So, at first I see the Furnace, and with the Furnace, basically what I try to do is, like, I don't pay attention to it too much. Like, I'm not trying to defend every single wave, but, like, if I have my Battle Ram, I like to block the Fire Spirits with the Battle Ram, because then after blocking them, the Battle Ram normally goes to the Furnace and just takes it out, so that's pretty good value. But looks like he gets a pretty value poison here, and typically I would go with, like, a Giant and then 3 Musketeers behind it, but I don't know if I do that here, just because I'm at an elixir. You know, I'm kind of even, and, like, he has a Furnace down. I'm just not feeling it right now. I'd rather cycle to another pump. Looks like he uses a Barbarian Barrel, but my split bats actually defended that really well, so the Fire Spirits didn't get on the tower. And he throws down his Furnace. The first wave is basically useless because it just hits my leftover bats, which is good value for me. So the thing with Furnace is, like, versing Furnace, I'm always looking for those micro interactions, micro trades with the Fire Spirits, just trying to get, like, as much value against them as I can, but this time I'm just setting up for a push here. I set up my Giant, I set up my Battle Ram on the other side. I actually have this bad habit of playing the Battle Ram close to the King Tower behind, but I actually think it's better to play the Battle Ram in the back corner, and same thing with the Giant, because that way they just bypass more buildings. So, if you guys are watching this, like, from now on, because I learned this recently after I basically did this battle, but you should be playing your Battle Ram in the back corner, not next to your King Tower. That way it can bypass buildings, and it's just harder. So I didn't actually know that, but I do know that now, so basically keep that in mind. So now I tried to block with a Giant. That one Fire Spirit didn't work out, but I'm setting up another push here. Once again, I put my Battle Ram just because, like, force of habit, like, I always put it there. I think he gets a failed pull, yeah. So he gets a failed pull. He's not able to pull all my 3 Musketeers, but even if he did, I still have this tremendous pressure, this minion horde here, that he has to deal with a Furnace, so he just burned a Furnace, basically. And, elixir-wise, I'm looking really good. I just set up a Giant on that side this time, and I set up a Ram in the back again, just going for my push, and now he plays the Pekka, so I'm just playing my 3 Musketeers here. And, yeah, basically, against, like, something like Pekka, you just want to keep pushing. Like, keep getting your pushes down, keep getting your, like, 3 Musketeers, keep outbaiting them, because eventually you will break through. They'll run out of counters, they'll make some mistake at some point, and you're just going to capitalize. So those were the 2 battles that led to 5800. Very quick video, just to show you guys that I'm still making content. I will be posting soon, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'll be pushing higher for sure. Stay tuned for all my other ladder update videos. And I also have some Grand Challenge videos coming. I'm thinking of doing, like, a straight up 12-win Grand Challenge live with Classic 3 Musketeers, just because I found I never even did that on my channel. So that might be my next video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.